Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their six.
If it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running with power here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Posey. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage. Now, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter. Too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 137 yards, and a score.
And he has 10 touchdowns on the season. When anyone scored that many times, as a former defender, I know exactly what you're talking about before the game. Key on him. Don't let him get it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. And finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Posey out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Taken down at the 42. You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. What's going to be the final play of this first quarter?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Dolphins hit 9-3 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't give it to him. It's incomplete.
Wow, but the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He has his target. It's Addison. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on 3rd down. Posey. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's the backup Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Darnold from the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again, Darnold.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now a play fake here on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had no momentum that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this mid...
Number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards. Back to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Off of play action, Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On second down, Darnold. This is caught by Addison. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got Dolphins shaking up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A first down throw. Darnold going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Darnold on 3rd down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And now it's blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the move to his left. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the fourth quarter, the radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Darnold.
Pass complete to Addison.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter, and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From a yard out.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. No.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Vikings Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two. They're going to throw for the two with Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here is third and quite a ways.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
T.J. Edwards
providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught. It's Arcega Whiteside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lewis.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming at.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown Dolphins. A great effort there. 47 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Still going.
Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Vikings tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Miami set to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Arcega right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back to throw now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He had a man open, but he missed it, but it's incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Minnesota, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town.